Hey, welcome to AfterBuzzTV's very special segment called Behind the Scenes for one of your favorite shows, Hit the Floor. I'm Alikona Bradford, joined by this sexy chocolate gentleman over to my left.
Nick Perdue.
And really, I'm here with the guy that you're watching this segment for, Mr. Dean Cain. So, hello.
I was the sexy chocolate guy, too.
I mean, you can be white macadamia.
Yellow chocolate, though, because I'm Japanese. You know, got to mix it up. There we go.
Power to our people.
There we go.
Okay. So anyways, you know, one of the things I really wanted to ask you about this show is when the script came across your desk, and I'm sure you had sides and maybe a synopsis, and it's basketball coach, but the show's about a dance team with a lot of dancing, a lot of choreography, and a lot of dancing. Were you like, oh, I'll give this show a shot? Or was it something where you read it and you're like, okay, this sounds really cool?
Well, I read the script, first of all. I got the whole big script, and it involved some things that I love very, very much. Professional athletics, basketball. And
you played football.
I played football. I played basketball as well, but not professionally. But so professional athletics, basketball, sport I love very much, and then hot young girls dancing. Nick, I mean, work with me, right?
That's why I started watching the show. So
that's it. So I say I've spent my entire life preparing for this role, and I have. I know the world really, really well. I'm familiar with professional athletics, professional basketball coaches, owners. I know a lot of them. I spent a lot of time around a lot of them, and I've been around a dancer or two. I might have put a couple through college back in the day. I might have. I'm just saying.
So then with that, being able to connect to your character a lot, I mean, you weren't necessarily, well, gosh, you were practically pro for football, but
I was not practically.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it was practically. We're practically right here. No, we are here.
So no, but let me ask you this: you're surrounded by a lot of the same elements as your character, especially being a very successful entertainer. There's money and fame and women and this and that. How have you stayed so grounded with all that going around?
Well, the truth is, I just haven't gotten caught. You know, I do a lot of wrong stuff, but no, I'm kidding. No, you know, I come from a really strong family, and I come from a family that I grew up in Hollywood. A lot of the kids that I grew up with, Chris Penn, Sean Penn, Rob Lowe, Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, I let those guys go out and make all the mistakes, and then I just sort of hid in the background. No, I learned a lot from their mistakes, and we're just different kinds of people anyway. And I've been grounded. I'm a single father. I've got a 14-year-old, and you know, if I don't cook him breakfast in the morning, he doesn't eat. So I got to take care of those things.
Now, let me ask you this. So, because, you know, people really know Dean Cain from the Superman role, you know, back in 1996. And so now this... It wasn't long. I mean, but because like even now, like, when we think Dean Cain, we still think Superman because you played that role. Like when I think Superman, I think Dean Cain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. And so even like with the Superman movies now, like it's still like Dean Cain probably should have been in the movie somewhere. Right. I'm just saying.
I agree with you 100%. I'll tell you what, to start a career with that kind of a role and to be known for that forever, you hear all the time people saying, oh, don't call me Ross from Friends, call me David Schwimmer. Call me Superman. I'm fine with that. 100%. It hasn't exactly stopped me from working since. I have no problem being connected to that role forever. I love that you say when you see it, you think to me about me in some way, shape, or form. So I'm honored to be a part of that, and I'll hug that for as long as I can. No problem.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then let me ask you this. You can't tell us too much about the show, but has there been, you know, actually, let's go back to season one. At what point in season one did you pick up a script and go, holy cow?
Every script. I mean, James LaRosa likes a little drama.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
So every script, he doesn't tell us what's going to happen. He doesn't tell us who did what or what's going to happen. So you pick it. When the script comes in, I read it then. I get it. You know, I get an email. Hey, new script's in. If it's on, I had it on I read one on my phone. I'm like, really? It's on. Well, let's go. Just start reading it. Every episode is a bomb. You don't know what's going to happen. So we're as excited as anybody else to see a show. You know, seeing a show. We're excited to read it, and we sit down for table reads because we do a table read for every episode, and then we get a lot of reactions. You're like, oh no, that did not just happen, and he just likes to drop bombs. So we're as surprised as anyone.
So then what's a typical work week? I love that it's called work, but what's a typical work week for you?
Well, it really depends because this is an ensemble cast. The people who are working the hardest are the dancers. Actually, our three dancer actresses, Taylor, Kat, and who's the other one?
Logan.
Just kidding. Oh. Yeah, they work the hardest, without a doubt. They are dancing full time, they're acting full time, and that they are the ones who are doing the heavy lifting. I'm part of the adult crew, myself and Kimberly and Jody Lynn. We're the adults. Don, we get to come in and do our adult stuff, but it's separate. And the basketball stuff, I love to be around that, just because to me that doesn't feel like work. So some days I'm working every day. Some days, some weeks I work every day. Some weeks I work 2 days or 1 day. If everything's in my office, then we shoot that stuff out in a day, and boom. I love it because having done a series where I'm 2 of the 3 main characters, I would spend 17 hours a day on set every day. It's exhausting, and you just try to survive the days instead of try to do your best work. Here you get a chance, or I get a chance to take more time, enjoy the character. I'm excited to come in and do 2 scenes, 3 scenes, 1 scene. Half a scene.
So, but at this point in your career, because you have been acting for a long time, how long does it take you to memorize your script?
Seconds.
Seriously?
Well, if it's well written, it tends to be very easy to say. It just depends. When you're having to do an exposition, which I don't have to do much of in this show, explain all that stuff that goes on, it can be more difficult. But at this point in time, the stuff that I get to do here, moments. If you're going to test me, bring it.
Yeah.
You want to test me? Go ahead. Give me a script. I'll learn it right now.
Ooh, let's do that.
I have a script for you. I'm going to send it to you now. Going back to season 1, what was your favorite scene to shoot? And then who was your favorite person to work with?
Wow. Well, Kimberly has to be my favorite person to work with because she's such a talented actress. She really is. She can give every different shade, every different emotion. She can be real hard 1 second and then really soft the next. And she is so dynamic, and she's such a professional, totally giving as an actress. So she's got to be my favorite person to work with. And she's the one I do most of my work with. It's not that I don't want to work with the others, but she's really phenomenal. And then favorite scene. I think my favorite scenes every episode are when the girls dance. Just going to throw it out there. Because it's the easiest for me to shoot, because all I do is watch, and it's fun to watch. That's it. So that's what I'm going to go with. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
And then what was your most memorable moment, from season 1?
Most memorable moment. You know what? I don't know. Because I was drunk through the whole first season. Pete was. See, look at that. See what I did there? See what I did there? I don't know that I have a most memorable moment. I don't know. Because the episodes and the moments all kind of run together. I'd have to go back and look at it.
Well, how about this? I ask everybody this. It's a little bit of a generic question, but I like to know. Have you had a moment where you were so unbelievably mortified or humiliated because you just did something just super embarrassing?
You mean real life?
I mean, we can do real life. I was more so referring real life, yes.
Oh, my character doesn't get embarrassed. He's in your 40s. You don't get embarrassed in your 40s. All that others, you don't get. No.
But I mean, even on set, you were supposed to do something. Maybe you fell over or something crazy. No, you're professional.
Yeah, I don't mess up ever. Oh, sorry. Never. Cut to 37 outtakes, right? No, we keep it light, and so we have a lot of fun. But I don't know that I ever actually was horrifically embarrassed. You kind of have to check your embarrassment at the door. What's going on over there?
Oh, okay. So it looks like you are much needed. But
yes, I'm very important, and I have to get over there to shoot a scene.
All right. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us and sharing some insight on Hit the Floor.
Absolutely. Anytime. Bring me back.
Yes, come back.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you.